Now we live.
All right, all right. Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, we want to get infinite honors and prayer and glory to Yahweh,
By
by
Shem,
Hashem, Yahweh
By
Shai,
Hashem.
by Shibboleth Kakbadash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth through the four winds. Shabbat Shalom. All right, because the
By
times we're
Shalom.
coming in, the times we're coming in, all right, if you're not hearkening and you're not getting this word, all right, you're gonna be left here behind to these, these pestilence and all this violence and that's the Lord finna have gone up in the streets of America. You're gonna get left behind. The Lord's not gonna be with you in those times of trouble. All right. You got the dollars crashing. All right. You got these fast food restaurants. They running out of product to make real food or even let alone sell food to stay open long enough. All right. So you're gonna get left behind when all these things befall America. Give me Jeremiah 30 and 7. All right, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you 2/3. All right, of the nation of Israel. All right, because the time we're coming in is going to be a time like never before. Bring it out, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it.
And this day and these things that's gonna happen is gonna be things that you would never experience or you wouldn't even believe that what's gonna happen to you so-called Negro, Latinos, and the Americans when you get left behind. All right, not having this word. Go ahead.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
And let's talk about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, because the so-called white man is gonna come down and
But
you have him free rap. Go ahead.
he shall be saved out of it.
And that's the men of the Lord. Lord willing that we are a part of that number that's going to get saved out of the times of Jacob's trouble. All right. Give me Proverbs 1 and 7.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
All right. And you had to have that fear. How about you outside? You find these law statutes, command the best of your ability. All right. You study his word. All right. You're going to get that knowledge and that wisdom and that understanding to know the times that we're in. All right. You won't get left behind. All right. In the time of Jacob's trouble. You won't get left behind when these pessimists start getting way more extreme out there, like where they got that old so-called coronavirus. They got way worse things that's going to come. All right, and if you don't have that fear in your how about you might shy, you're gonna get left behind in those pessimists. All right. Jump down to verse 27. Once you finish that one, I'll Bible the shot.
Hold on. All right. But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right, and hey, that's what it is. You so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, you 2/3 of the nation Israel. You fools, all right, and you're gonna be left behind out there looking like some fools. All right. Go ahead, brother.
You want 27?
Yeah.
All right. This is verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Right, and that's the
They
times that
shall
we're coming in. Shalaki, and that's the time that we're coming in. All right, we coming in. We fast approaching that time where it is all hell for the break loose out here in the streets of America. All right, it's just gonna be total chaos. Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they will not find me.
Waiting to the last minute, waiting to the last minute, calling on the Heavenly Father and the Son. All right, thinking, okay, they wasn't stirring up the riches in heaven before, so now you want to come in at the last minute, think that you gonna be, beamed up, saved out of Jacob's trouble for the famine and the pestilence. It don't work that way. All right, if you don't seek you, Lord, while He may be found. All right, and right now, by what the internet and out there and the chief place of conquerors out there with the prophets bringing it out and speaking the word, speaking through the power and string of how about Shema Shah. All right. So we wait till the last minute. Hey, these spiritual arguments, these doors are about to be closing real soon. All right. Go ahead, brother.
And if I can add, see that's Christianity doctrine too. That people believe that you can do all this wickedness all your life and do all these things contrary to the Lord, and you know that you doing all you know what you're doing is wicked, but right now you're enjoying your life, and the only thing you got to do on your deathbed is ask the Lord to forgive you, and He's going to forgive you. That's confusion. That's showing that you don't have the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord. You didn't subscribe to a man of the Lord. You didn't subscribe to the true doctrine of the Lord. You know?
Come.
What you want me to keep reading?
Yeah.
All right. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof.
Hey, right. They don't want to be corrected. They want to be living and doing this old folly and being wicked. All right. They despise when they see the prophets, they scoff and they laugh when instead of getting this knowledge of wisdom understanding. All right. Go ahead, brother.
Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way.
Keep going.
All right. So when it say that's I'm gonna keep reading out. It says, and be filled with their own devices.
That's that's going on when they out there doing God's whatever they want to do. All right, they gonna be stuck right there doing that same wicked ass shit, and the Lord ain't gonna be with them. All right, they just gonna follow everybody else in the
See,
calamities that the Lord gonna bring down. See something, brother?
All right. If I can add a point, like when it says, therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Have you ever heard that saying, you made your bed hard, now lay in it?
Con.
It's just like that. You made your bed hard, now lay in it. Eat the fruits of your own way, what you believe in, how you felt, like what you thought what was profitable in that day, or what you felt was more important. Hey, hold fast to that.
Con.
You got it out.
Keep going.
I got two precepts after him.
You can bring out your precept, brother.
All right, Kanai, you get Isaiah 66 and 23.
This is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
All right, and we talking about the kingdom. We talking about after destruction. This is what's going to happen. All right, we're going to be able to see the motherfuckers that was left behind. All right, bring it out.
And it reads, it says, verse 24, and they shall go forth and look up and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me.
All right, so in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to see those devils doing continual labor, employment. All right, cleaning up all the carcasses, the ashes, the weapons that was destroyed, all the Israelites that were left behind. All right, because you remember in Revelation 14 chapter, they say the blood shall go up to the horse's bridle. Okay, it's all that pollution and that dead, all those dead bodies and shit. Shit, we're gonna be able to see them. We're gonna be able to see the reward of the wicked. We're gonna be able to see those that were literally left behind.
Yes, indeed. That's right.
Bring it.
And it reads, it says, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be in abhorring unto all flesh.
That's right. So we're gonna see all those carcasses. Lord willing, we are the elect, man. We get those bodies. We're gonna see the aftermath of World War III. All right, and there's gonna be those that were left behind. Now give me Daniel 12. Start at the top.
Say Daniel 12.
Top to dot.
This is the book of Daniel,
Get
chapter 12.
Salakia, brother. Get Revelation 20 and 6. Bring it out, all right? Oh, you
This
bring
is
out
the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. And at the, what you say, brother?
I say bring out what you have, bro.
Oh, I was reading it, brother. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
All right, and Micah is one of those 7 archangels that's gonna
And
be
there shall be a time of trouble.
Hey, bro. Hey, we have a lag.
Nah, I mean, I'm good, right?
Hey, Kanaya, be listening for me to interject, all right? Don't just keep reading through it, all right? Can you hear me, Kanaya? I think his screen stuck. His screen stuck. Doc. So get down 12 and 1, bro.
All right.
You having technical difficulties.
This is Daniel 12 and 1.
Huh.
And at the time, Michael shall stand up.
All right. And Michael is one of those 7 archangels that's gonna wreak havoc on the planet Earth. All right. He's one of those angels with those 7 vials ready to destroy this bitch at the command of Yahweh Shema Shot. Bring it out, bro.
The great prince which standeth from the children of thy people, for the children of thy people.
Come on.
And there shall be a time of trouble, as such never was since there was a nation, even to that same.
And that's what we're about to encounter. We're about to encounter the worst time since the earth been in orbit. Since the beginning. We're not talking about when our great king, when our heavenly father say he repented that he made man and he drowned the whole earth. They say it's going to be worse than that, man. Okay? Look, cannibalism is going to be the theme of the day. Rape going to be the theme of the day. All right? Grown men, pound cake and little kids going to be the theme of the day. So-called friends and family going to spoil each other, going to be the theme of the day. Great beast coming out of the sea, Leviathan, that's never been seen before. They're going to come and wreak havoc on humanity. I seen the brother do a beautiful sit down. He had a vision of Leviathan tearing this bitch up. All right? You're going to have newly created beasts that's going to come out of their abyss. All right? You're going to have pestilence, 3-headed monster that's going to come out of the CDC that's just going to wipe out a great part of humanity. All right? And the people that don't make it, keep reading, bro. Keep reading.
And everyone that shall be Salaki. And at that time thy people shall be delivered.
All right, the elect, because all of Israel is not of Israel according to Romans the 9th chapter. All right, you got the Israelite of the Most High, then you got the house of Saul. You got the house of David, you got the house of Saul. All right, and the Most High's elect men is a little sanctuary, man. All right, so we're not talking about the whole nation of Israel, which is just the sand of the sea. Most of that sand is going to be devoured. Bring it out, bro.
Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Come on.
And many of them that slept in the dust of the earth shall awake.
Come on.
Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
So when the 2/3 come back into the kingdom of heaven, they're going to know that they went off. They're going to know that they were left behind. They're going to know that they were left behind. You see, because the elect, the 1/3 and the 144, the 144 is a part of the 1/3. All right, it's the governing body. All right, they're going to look at us, are willing we're in that number. We're aspiring to be in that number on another level than them. Even though all of them going to be rich, all of them going to be well-to-do, but they're going to see brothers metamorphing with spiritual powers, doing all type of stuff, ruling, having authority. And they're going to know that they went out. Because guess what? All of this they are born is going to be in their DNA. It's going to be a part of your DNA. So they're going to know that they went up. All these stories about the elect, the 2/3, the nation Israel, they rejected Yahweh. When they come back to a elect man, all of that knowledge is going to be in their mind. You're going to be born with the scriptures in your DNA. So they're going to know that they went off. Lord willing, we not in that number. Keep reading.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
That's why we're laboring. That's why we're toiling. That's why we're showing our faith by our works. Okay? Faith without works is dead. Those that's going to shine like the firmament is the brothers that's laboring, that's toiling. All right? That's doing as they're commanded. Okay? The brothers that's laboring for the kingdom, working for that penny. Okay? Now give me Revelation 20:6.
I can add. I can say something.
You got it.
And reading verse 1, you know, when it says that it's in that time Michael shall stand up. Hey, it's gonna be so damn bad that one of the archangels is going to have to stand up for the elect nation of Israel, bro. I mean, for the elect of the nation of Israel. That's how bad it's going to be. That the Most High is going to have to allow one of his archangels to stand up, okay, to be in defense for the elect. All right. Now, one angel can wipe out the whole planet. You know, can wipe out the knock America off. You know what I mean? Can destroy America. One angel, and it's going to be that bad that he's going to have one of his archangels to stand up for the elect.
You got to understand, right? It's twofold. The reason the world is going to be in such an uproar is because he got 7 archangels destroying this bitch.
Releasing
God.
the 4 winds.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got 4 of them. When you read Revelation 16 and 17, you got 7 angels with 7 different judgments to pour on the planet Earth, man. Okay? You having technical difficulties too? But to stay on all right, so to stay on topic, let's go to Revelation 20:6.
Just the book of Revelations, chapter 20 and verse 6.
Come.
Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection.
You see, the second resurrection is in Revelation Salakia. Romans 11, it touches on all the Israel will eventually be saved. All right? And the way all the Israel will eventually be saved is through sex. But that first resurrection, the men that are going to be changed in the twinkling of the eye, and those martyrs and died in the truth, they're going to be the first ones to come back with Yahweh shot. Blessed is the men that's resurrected during that time, man. That's the men that's going to get those crowns put on their heads, man, and get rose up to everlasting life, man. All right? Those are the men going to be able to look and see those that were left behind. Because the scriptures say the righteous will scarcely make it. So that means the righteous is going to be looking at the people of our nation getting destroyed. Your mother, your sister, your cousin. That's why it's imperative to cut that shit off your flesh, because it's shit. This devil going to tell him to get a vaccine. He's going to tell him to get a chip. Right now, you're supposed to be programming your mind and sharpening your mind to be prepared for Jacob's trouble. And one of those things is to cut off your family off your flesh, man. But you got it, brother. You got it, Kanaya.
Hey, give me that Isaiah 33:6.
Hey, look. I got a precept real quick.
Bring it out.
It says that this is Revelation chapter 20, verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life were cast in the lake of fire. So all the ones that got left behind gonna receive the plague of ICBM nuclear missile.
That's right.
They were not written in the book of life. You know, you left behind for what? Great death. What you wanted out?
Isaiah 33:6.
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Right, you're right. This word, just getting this knowledge and this wisdom understanding, hearken on to Yahweh Bashem Shah in these troubling times that's fastly approaching. Go ahead.
And strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Hey, what's the fear of the Lord? Having this word, it's his treasure. All right, this is treasure right here. All right, doing the Lord's will. All right, following law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, putting off that old man. All right.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of the evildoers, neither thou be envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. All right? So those ones, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the evildoers, they're going to be cut down like the grass. The ones that are left behind going to be cut down like the grass. All right? And when your grass grow high, you know what I mean? It's looking like you can see it, you know? And you know when it's time to cut that motherfucker, you cut it short. All right? But the Lord said they're going to be cut down like that. All right? It says, and withered away as the green herbs. All right? You ever seen like when you cut your grass out and you got all the residue of the grass that be left on the concrete and whatnot? And you know, like say the wind come through and blow that shit away?
Con.
You know? What scripture you had wanted out?
You go back to that Matthew 7.
This is Matthew chapter 7. What you want?
I think we stopped at 20 to 22.
No,
Salaki. We was in that proverb. That was that proverb we was in Salaki. Proverb 1 and 27. I think we had like 20 around verse 28.
Yeah. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28. No. This was we was at 32. 32 it says,
Come.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil.
Right, in the time that we're coming in, all right? You hearken on to this word, hey, you'll be covered, all right? You wouldn't get left behind, in these pestilence. All right, Jacob's trouble. When they mandate that chip, the vaccine, the RFID microchip, the vaccine. All right, all these troubling times that's coming, the pestilence, diseases. All right, go ahead, brother.
That's that was it. It jumped to you want me to read start at chapter 2?
Nah, go. Give me that Matthew 7:21.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right, because you got these 2/3, these heathens, and Esau, the so-called white man, thinking when they pray, they calling on the Lord. All right, and thinking they're thinking they're gonna be beamed up and saved out of the times, or when the ICBM missiles come over here, or they're gonna be saved in the time of trouble and time with the famine and the pestilence. All right, go ahead, brother.
But hey, look, if I could say, when it says not all they should call on Lord, Lord, shall be saved, because some of these 2/3 they know the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. You got to think about guys that once was in the faith, that knew the name of the Lord, but not in the faith no more, and choose to go back off in the world. They know the name of the Lord. So what? When they call on the name Lord, Lord, not everyone that call upon the name Lord, Lord shall be saved. Not when they call on Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah. It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
All right, man. What's doing the will of the Father? Pushing his truth. All right, waking up the elect, following law, statutes, commandments. All right, go ahead.
Okay, and it says, many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Right, hey, just like what the brother was saying, it got men that once was a part of this truth. All right, was on the highways and prophesying. All right, but they in that time of trouble, they're gonna be seeking and calling on Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, keep going, brother.
And also these guys that's off in these other camps that call themselves, they calling on a higher, a higher, or saying Yeshua. That's not calling on the right name, but calling themselves being, teachers. Hey, they're gonna be like, haven't I prophesied in your name? I'm like, fucking name you talking about? I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
And it says, in thy name have we cast out devils. Hey, that goes back. Hey, look, you know what that remind me of? When we was out there that week when that bitch say, you just see me cast out this devil. In the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and in thy name done many wonderful works, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Hey, and getting their ass left behind. The Lord he ain't gonna be covering. He ain't gonna be that covering cast for them in the time of trouble. Jacob's trouble. Like I said, all the pestilence that's about to befall this place. All right. Give me I want Revelation 15 and 16, Bible Bashar.
This is Revelation chapter 15, verse 6. Wait, Revelation chapter 15, verse 16?
No, Revelation 3 and 15, Salaki.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So the Lord is asking you. The Lord.
I want to say read it from the top again, brother.
All right. Hey, shalom to you brothers on the comment board. All right. Verse 15. Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot.
Right. So, so the Lord knows who's doing his work. All right, and the Lord knows who puts his foot in the ground not doing the work. All right. He's know if you're cold, or he's know if you're cold, not putting effort, and he's know if you're hot, and you're bringing it out. You fully in the spirit. Go ahead.
It said, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
And that's what's gonna happen. The Lord is gonna spew certain people out of his mouth, which means he's gonna put you back in the state of being back in this world. All right, not having this knowledge of wisdom understanding. All right, pretty much, the Lord he's gonna put you to death. All right, I'll preserve you, which is just to what, for the time of Jacob's trouble. You might die in those times, or you might die by the famine. The pestilence. All right, he'll preserve you for that dreadful and faithful day when the nuclear missiles come over here. All right, when America get destroyed.
See,
Go ahead, bro.
if I can add, that's what the Lord was saying. He was like, "Hey, bro, like I just wish you was hot or cold, man. Like that lukewarm shit. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying. You know how a female be like, look, man, it's either you love me or you don't. It's either you with me or you not. It's either, you know what I'm saying? The Lord like, look, bro, I wish you were cold or hot. You know what I mean? Like, why you got to play the gray areas with me, bro? Like, because of that, I'm going to spew you out.
Hey, I got
The
a
Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Bring it out. I mean, you got it, Kanai.
Paul got a precept.
This is Matthew 25, and I'm gonna start at 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall be as a shepherd, divided his sheep from the goats, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on his left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Okay? So he's talking about his elect. All right? He's talking about the men that toil and labor, decide and crying for the abominations going on around about them. No matter what they went through, they kept pushing. Okay? They didn't care what a man said or how a man felt, kept pushing. All right? Skip down to 41. Then he shall say to them on the left hand, now, these are going to be Israelites. These are going to be Israelites in this number. Depart from me, ye cursed, in the everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels, prepared for the Hebrew Edomites. According to Obadiah 1:18, Joseph will be a fire and Esau will be a stubble. All right, these nuclear missiles is created for Esau, because what does the scripture say? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. All right, so the Most High created the waster that burn up the coal, which is
Robert Oppenheimer.
Salakia. Can y'all hear me?
Come, I can hear you.
Yeah, because which is he created the destroyer. He created the waster, to destroy, which is Robert Oppenheimer. Okay, he came with the atomic bomb, bro. I think the brother coming back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, when somebody call your phone, it fuck up the volume. You can hear me now, right?
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was saying, before we were rudely interrupted, in that number, our people are drinking the cup that was really supposed to be for Esau. But when the Most High say You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Esau created the nuclear missile, right? He's going to die by the nuclear missile. He lived by it, he's going to die by it. Now, our people are going to succumb and drink of the same cup as Esau because they worship the beast. They love his system. Okay? And they feared his sword instead of fearing Yahweh Shai. And that's how they're going to get left behind, man. All right? Then here shall he say unto them on the left hand, depart from me, be cursed, in an everlasting fire. Know that thermonuclear heat, that lake of fire. Prepare for the devil and his angels. Prepare for the nation of Edom, for America. All right? That's supposed to be reserved for these Edomites. All right? Now I'm gonna skip down. To verse 45. All right, no, I'm gonna read all of it so you can know that these are Israelites. These are Israelites he's talking to. For I was hungry and you gave me no meat. I was thirsty and you gave me no drink. Who you talking? You talking wicked niggas. All right? That what the scripture is, the 10 commandments is all about loving your brother. What's the second greatest commandment? Loving your brother. If your brother hungry, you feed him. Thirst, you give him drink. All right? I was a stranger, and you took me. Now, law say take in a stranger, man. You take in a sojourner, man. You treat him like he's part of the family. Our people ain't doing that. Our people, if you see a fellow Israelite broke down on the side of the road, they're going to ride by like they don't see him, and the person that's going to help him is a fucking Edomite. But we can't help you because Jake's so fucked up. You pull over to help Jake, Jake rob your fucking ass. You know? I was a stranger and you took me not in, naked and you clothed me not, sick and in prison, and you visit me not. You didn't keep the commandments. Basically, these are the commandments. This is the law. All right? Then shall they also answer to him, saying, Lord, we saw when we saw we thee and hungry and thirst, a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister to thee. Then he shall answer them, saying, Verily, I said to you, inasmuch as you did it not to one of these least of these, you did it not to me. And these are the people that's going to be left behind and burnt into ashes and smoke because they lived according to Esau's philosophy, Esau's standard of love, but they didn't listen to the commandments of Yahweh Shai, which is real love. Love is keeping of the commandments, and they cast the commandments behind. They say, hey, Tasha Doc, give me they load my law, 2nd Ezra 9, it started around 9. But when they had chance, they load my law. You know what I want. If that's not the priest.
I got it. In 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse, I'm going to start at 10. Well, I'm going to start at, man, all this stuff is meat.
Start at 7, all right?
All right, yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it started. Yeah. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith and whereby ye have believed.
Stop right there. So the people that's going to get saved is the people like our beloved brother James said, faith without works is dead. All right, the brothers that you see out here making their body a living sacrifice, pushing this truth in season, not a season. All right, the man that falls 7 times and get back up and keep pushing. All right, these are the people that's going to be saved. The people that study to show themselves approved and not being a slothful servant. The brothers that are not lukewarm but on fire. All right, these are the people that's going to be saved and not going to be left behind. Keep reading, bro.
Shall be preserved from the said perils.
And what's the said perils? mourning, lamentation, woe, famine, sword, pestilence. And all, and it's gonna be all kind of ways people dying. Revival gonna be killing motherfuckers.
God.
Acid rain gonna fall down. The air gonna be so fucking polluted, it's gonna be killing motherfuckers. Because all these dead bodies are not gonna be buried. So all that pollution coming from the body is gonna make the air toxic. That shit gonna be killing people. We'll have lions, tigers, and bears. The Most High gonna put a spirit on even dogs. They gonna start making attacks and attacking and killing people, man. People gonna put something out here with people. They're making all these zombie flicks. People gonna be in a zombified state. Shut the shit. They gonna let all these niggas that got these football numbers, them niggas coming out of the prison. And what they gonna do when they get out? They gonna be in the survival mode. It's gonna be when the scriptures say great death. That is 2nd Ezra 16. He mean that great death. Our Heavenly Father gonna show up and show out, man. Bring it out, bro.
It says, and shall see my salvation in my land.
Come on.
And with my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Come on. And his elect been sanctified from the beginning, man. It's a thing called what that is in Romans the 8th chapter, predestination.
Yeah.
All right. Before the Most High formed you in the belly, he knew his elect. Bring it out, bro.
Okay. And it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which have now abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
All right. Those that resist the prophets. All right. That resist the doctrine of life. All right. Those are the ones that these end of times are for. Hold on, let me bring out a quick precept. Hold what you got, all right? Because Jacob's trouble is not for the elect, man. Even though he got to go through it, Jacob's trouble is to judge the wicked. This is Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. See, that's not for the elect men. All right, this who is for, which shall come up on all the world to try them that dwell on the earth. And that word try means to judge them that come on the earth. So Jacob's trouble is not for the elect. That's when the elect will start getting comforted. Besides the brothers that's gonna they allowed us to be martyrs and die that honorable death, you know, it might be us, you know, you never know. But Jacob's trouble is when his servants shall eat and everybody else shall be hungry. He's gonna comfort his people. All right. So that's for Jacob's trouble is for the one that's loathing this law. The niggas around here celebrating Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and you tell them that it's off, and they tell you fuck you. Say, hey, bro, you know that pork that the Bible say it's sin to eat pork. And I've been eating pork since I was a little boy. My grandma ate it, my mom ate it. We just fine. All right, take your lick. This your lick. What we reading about? Bring it out.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
In the wicked world, the wicked is going to prosper. So we look at a lot of our people, you know, brothers in the faith be struggling, pay their bills, going here and there, you know, struggling to make it, one check away from being homeless and shit. But you look at these wicked niggas out here, they look like they good. If they not rich, they straight, you know. But that shit is about to change. All right? They getting benefits, but it's about to switch up on them because they not honoring and fearing the power of heaven and earth. Bring it out, bro.
Okay. And they that have loathed my law.
This how you old my law. Oh, hear this nigga talk about eating pork again. Oh shit. And he come with that Muslim shit. Talking about we ain't supposed to do this or do that. Man, go ahead with that. Hey, you remember on Minister Society? Get the fuck on, Sharif. Don't nobody feel like hearing that shit. You come telling them the truth of the scriptures. That's how they treat us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in the Sharif, if he was telling the truth and the way they treated Sharif. Man, Sharif, Dan, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Move around, man. That's how they load the law. When you there to tell them the truth, man, they're gonna get left behind. Bring it out, brother.
And it says, while they had yet liberty.
Why they got liberty. You can come to a GMS camp near you, get fed, have a pen and pad. The brothers are gonna teach you because they're commissioned to teach. They have to do it. If you come through it sincere and respectful, humble, if my people will humble themselves, 2 Chronicles 7:14, the shepherd, the brother that's prophesying, has to teach you. So you have the liberty to get this. Okay? You have the liberty to get this. But you don't want it. You'd rather party, bullshit, living for the weekend. YOLO, you only live once. You dig? So the Most High, He's not gonna have no mercy when he let those let back the four winds. He only worried about the people that took heed to his word and didn't loathe his law. Bring it out, bro.
I got a precept for you. Going back to when they said that they loathe my law. This is Zechariah chapter 7, verse 11. But they refused to hearken and pull away their shoulder and stop their ears that they should not hear. Okay, so they should not hear what, man? Hear the word of the Lord. They stopped their ears so they wouldn't hear. Like, oh man, he come with this shit, man. Like, why would like, bro? Ain't nobody want to hear that shit.
Salakia, bro. Kanaya. Get Isaiah 30 and 9.
All right. That's what they do. They stop their ears from hearing. Now we're not talking about a literal put your fingers in your ear. They just that they keep walking past the camp, or they'll turn off the video. If somebody sent them a video, you know what I'm saying? They don't hear it. You know what I mean? They don't want to know the scriptures. Because even though they won't follow it, it still condemns them.
Right.
Reading up.
They don't want to stop indulging in the wickedness to partake in. Hey, this to add on what you just brought out. Bring out that Isaiah 30 and 9.
Khan, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children.
And rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. And the Most High say, I'm not a witch to live. All right. What that is in Proverbs 29, he that is often reproved, please find.
It's 29 and 1. I
was trying to paraphrase it, but I forgot to.
I got it, brother. I got it.
Bring it up. I want you to hold what you had, though. You got both of them?
I got it. Yes, yeah, I got it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 1. He that being often reproved harden his neck shall suddenly that without remedy. Want me to read it again?
Hey, look, hold up. Both of y'all put it in. This shit ridiculous. Can't. Damn, that happened when you press mute? Shit. Unmute. Y'all come back. But yeah, shit, I get the precept. I didn't know it was gonna do that, Aki. Salaki. Let me get the two precepts I was about to bring out. Because we towards the end anyway. This is This is Proverbs 29:1. He that being often reproved harden his neck. And our whole nation has been reproved week in and week out when the prophets go out and prophesy. All right, they get rebuked, they get reproved. All right, the Most High has his hand stretched out through the prophets. So if anybody want to receive this doctrine, they can come in. All right, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. All right, and this is why they're going to be destroyed. This is go to the book of Isaiah. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 9. This is a rebellious people, and rebellion is the sin of witchcraft, like I said. And when I think that's Second Chronicles 15, 2 Samuel 15 and 23, it says the sin of witchcraft. And the Most High in our blessed law say he suffered not a witch to live. So that's why the Most High going to come down and burn our nation with fire, man. All right, because they are rebellious people, lying children. All right, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. All right, hold up, I got another precept for that in the book of Nahum. Where you at? Where you at? Prophet Nahum. Man, y'all hurry up and come back up in here, man. Bear with me, let me get this precept. The beloved brother Nahum. The Ekalashite. The Ekalashite. Shit. All right. I never had this goddamn problem. I can, if I'd have known it would have did that.
Yeah.
Hey, give me Nahum 3 and 1. No, not 3 and 1, 1 and 1. I got it. Here you go.
I got it.
This is Nahum. All right.
Y'all brothers can hear me?
Khan.
All right, this is Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and he will not all quit the wicked.
Yeah.
Yahweh with his whirlwind and the storm and the clouds are the dust of the feet, are the dust of his feet. All right. So those that don't want to hear how about Shema Shai's word, he's not going to acquit you. Okay. I'm going to skip down to verse 6. Who can stand before his indignation? Who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Okay? The Lord is good and stronghold in the day of trouble towards his elect, and he knows them that trust in him. All right? He knows those who haven't loathed his law. Okay? But with an overrunning flood, he will make an overrunning end to lock it. An overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. And these are his enemies over here in Isaiah 30 and 9. This is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Lord. If you don't keep the law and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai to the best of your ability, you are enemy of the Lord. He's not going to have mercy on you. He's going to send you to the upper room. Then when you come to the upper room, your mind is going to be restored. Okay? Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not. All right? That's them loathing. Banging them dudes out there in them fucking dresses. Nobody don't want to hear that shit. What TD takes that? He say we're going to get rich. All we got to do is pay our tithes and the blessing coming. That's what they want to hear. All right? Which seeing not, and say to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, but speak to us smooth things, prophesy to seek. Our people love to hear lies. Right? Our people love to hear lies. We got another one where It say the missile's gonna go in the house of the thief and the lie. I don't know where that's at, man. But yeah, the Most High is gonna wreak havoc on those, and those are the ones that's gonna be left behind, man. The people that's loathing His law, the people that eating swine, mouse. All right, people that are not keeping those 613 laws to the best of their ability. The Most High is going to wreak havoc in your lives in the coming days. He's going to slay your children before. He's going to put a spirit on you to eat your children. Because Deuteronomy 28 chapter, cannibalism is a part of the curse. Okay? You got any more, Kanaya?
That was it, brother.
So with that, Lord willing to sit down with edifying to the hearers. So we're going to get infinite honors. Oh, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat almost over. So we had to get it in before it was over. Keep the commandments. So we're going to give infinite honors to Yahweh, by Hashem,
By
honors to our teachers, apostles, a great millstone, and salutation to our fellow in Yahweh Shai. She calls the 4 winds. Form Yasharala, Abba.
Form Yasharala, Shalom.
What's up with the audio, all right?